Okay, this video is in response to the debate going on the existence of God between the Amazing Atheist, TJ, and um, and VenomFangX. I'm making this video because I think you guys need a middle path. I see you both as extremists. Uh, I personally believe in God, but Venom Fame X, it's not the God that you believe in. I personally don't know what God is. I just know that he exists. And I can't put that on a logical factor, TJ, because I found it out through personal actions and messages that have occurred in my life. So I can't put it in a logical sense. Therefore, I'm not going to use it in this argument because I base all my life and arguments and debates on logic. That's just how I am. Now, your question at the beginning was, what is the purpose of God? Uh, there is a purpose, TJ. There is a purpose for the concept of God, but Venom Thing X, it's not what you said. It may be that, but we haven't discovered that factor yet. So therefore, I can't use in this argument because it's illogical, because it hasn't been discovered by the logical world yet. Now, I say that God's purpose is to provide an answer. Humankind needs an answer for scientific phenomenon, for the expanse of the universe, for weather, for just everything. Without it, we would lose stability in our society. I'm afraid to say it, but we need religion in our civilization that we have built. We need it. But that doesn't mean there should not be any atheists. There can be atheists that can look beyond that that factor, but it just won't work for everyone in our society. And it hasn't worked for me. I mean, I was raised Presbyterian, but I went into a phase of being an agnostic because I went into my own study of world religion. And this is where I have to go to you, Venom Fan X. Uh, I really don't see how anyone could, in fact, say what God is or pick a religion, because all religions are primarily the same. There's a good and an evil and a God force and a set of rules to get to an afterlife. And if you look at the Latin translation of religion, relay and relay means holding tight, and igen is something, so you're holding tight to something. So that's what the definition is of religion is, something that you hold tight to. But we're thinking about the existence of God. Now, here's the most logical way that I can prove that there is a God. It's through Rene Descartes, which he is a French thinker who founded the school of logical thought, and he says, like you said, TJ, we are thinking. We are thinking right now. We have concepts. We are humans, so we're thinking. And therefore, they're thinking we're real. We are here. We are real things. And because of all the problems, we're imperfect. And there must be a perfection to be that imperfection. Therefore, that perfection must be a God of some sort. I don't know if it's a he, I don't know if it's a she, I don't know if it's a them. I have no set religion right now. The closest religion I am right now is Buddhism, and really that doesn't really acknowledge a God's sort or that there isn't a God. That's the next thing I want to go to. I said you can't prove that there is a God, but you can't prove that there is not a God as well, because it turns the page. You see, that's why I cannot agree with either one of you on this position. Although I think you're both very funny. I think we'd make a good show together if we ever cross paths. But I cannot agree with anyone. No one really knows, and you're no better than the Pope or than Albert Einstein to knowing that there's a God or not. We will never know. It's something we are not meant to know. Okay. And I gotta go to you, VenomFangX now. The whole thing about the love thing, I gotta go with TJ on this one. We don't choose who we love. It's just, we don't. And to go around saying that I love you, blah, 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 and I can't hate you for anything. You are a human. You hate and you love. They're primary things a human does. And if the God you say is real, is true, then he created both of them. He created both good and evil, violence and sex, and then love and virtue. That's where I can go to another, I can go to an Eastern philosophy, Taoism. Taoism uh, puts out there that there's good and evil, and they're both intertwined. Without good, there's no evil. Without evil, there's no good. So, therefore, how could God not make the actions of what Adam and Eve did to make this imperfect world, as you say, from perfect world to an imperfect world? What he wanted, this is what he wanted. This is what I firmly believe this God source wants. And it's been put by a Buddhist thinker named Osho, and I think you both should read his books because I think you get um, a better point of view on both your sides. But he claims that God sent the snake to not just tempt Adam and Eve, but to actually get them to eat the plant, to eat the fruit, because he wants us to be independent. He wants us to be independent thinkers. And I think that's where, TJ, that's where you come up with the technology. You're saying there's so much technology today, why do we need to make our world, our perfect world, more perfect? Well, God wants us, in my opinion, to become more independent of Him, just like a parent would a lazy college kid living in their house. He wants us to become more independent, and I think that's what we're doing. We're becoming independent of God. And if we can go past the concept of God all completely, we could probably make this really good society. But neither one of you have gone, have escaped the concept of God. Even I haven't. It's just almost impossible since it's been ingrained into our heads. Whether you like it or not, TJ, you are acknowledging the concept of God. You're acknowledging that He is not there, but you're still saying the word God. He's there in your sentence. So how can we escape this dilemma? That's the dilemma we have, to become independent of the concept of God. And that's from an agnostic here. Even I, yeah, as I said, even I haven't done the concept of God. So if you like my ideas, I think they're kind of wow. Uh, I think I would like to hear from both of you from this video because I'd like to get in on this. I always believe there needs to be an independent thinker in every conversation. Okay, so booyah.